Howdy, howdy folks, it is Diecast Buffet here again. Welcome back to NASCAR 06 Career Mode. It's time to go road course racing, fellas. So we won at UPS Raceway, one-off event. Well, guess what? Let's have another one-off event. We'll probably see Denny Hamlin in the field here. Ooh, Biffle winning the 09 Brickyard 400, and then Craven wins the truck race. That's freaking awesome. Both Roush drivers. What a weekend. We win at UPS, Biffle wins the Brickyard, and then Craven wins the truck race. Literally, like a trifecta for all the three Roush teams in all three series. That's amazing. Alrighty, folks, here we go at Old Spice Speedway. Road course racing in the NASCAR Busch Series. One of three races here on the left and right turn racetrack. It's going to be a lot of fun here, guys. Wild card racing. And we are off. We've had great success on the road courses in this playthrough, so this should be a lot of fun, but my usual strategy is be very conservative at the start of these races, too wide through what I like to call the snake pit, the S's, whatever you like to coin it. It's just there's a lot of room for contact. You don't want to make any unnecessary rivals early on. And there's last year's teammate. Or actually, no, the year before that, it's that teammate. We'll see how good these Roush cars happen to be on the road courses. I know JJ Yaley runs well at the Busch race here at Old Spice. Let's see if we can try to make this pass here. I always like the race like AJ Allmendinger, and oh boy, that glitched out there. But try to dive as deep as possible in the braking corners, right? The heavy braking corners, I like to out-brake them as much as I can. That's generally my strategy, because if you can get underneath them, you force them to run that corner in an uncomfortable position, and then essentially you can just pass them, right? You know, that's generally my rule of thumb. Is just get underneath them, force them to run a longer racing line, and guess what? You're good to go. Matt Kent is getting held up here, too wide, through the speed portion. Look, this has all the makings of a contact situation here, so I don't want to run anyone over. Let's just get through the corner. Don't tear anybody up. There we go. Oh, 3 wide here. That's not going to work at the snake pit. We got to get single file at least 2 wide. 3 wide will not work. I can bet everything it will not work. And you want a super loose race car through this portion, because you're going to have to face situations like that where you have to turn in a precarious situation. And if your car's tight, it pretty much turns for you. Meaning no matter how hard you turn left or right, it's going to do exactly what it wants to do. But when your car's loose, it gives you control. You don't want your car on a rail when you're racing the S's. You want to be able to control it by yourself, like right there. That was pretty bad. That was bad. Real loose entering the corner, lost a lot of speed. But Edwards is still out front. And, you know, it reminds me when Carl won, I think it was his last ever nationwide win. I can't remember the exact racetrack. I don't know if it was Montreal, Road America, but he was driving the 60 car. And I think it was the Subway Ford. And he won in it. It was pretty cool. I think it was Subway that was on his car. I think it was 2011 or 2012. Meanwhile, just outside of top 5, Boyer is slowly being a more consistent driver in this playthrough that I've noticed. Like, he's been running a lot better since our rivalry has started with him. Don't want to wreck here. Just want to get underneath him. That's all you want to do. A little bit of dirt never hurts. And now we're into the top 5. Got Brandon Ash. Or not Brandon Ash, Brandon Miller. Right there in front of us. Whoa, Nelly, car got loose. It's actually a beautiful 21 car. They actually made a diecast for that. Now, I think in real life, Brandon Miller ran part-time and Kevin Harvick drove the 21 car. Could be mistaken on that. He might have ran some other paint schemes, or he might have ran full-time but different numbers. But anyways, they made a diecast for it, and for the Kevin Harvick one. Don't know if they made one for Brandon Miller. But it's a really cool car. It has a lot of little detail and stuff around the paint scheme. It's not just a standard orange paint scheme. As we're going to make contact there. Sorry, bud. There's like little yellow lines and stuff Really cool looking diecast. Those mid 2000s and late 2000s Reese's paint schemes for the Cup and the Busch series and Nationwide, it's just awesome stuff. Hard racing here. Edwards is just pulling away. Boyer is heating up JJ Yaley. We're gaining on them. Tires are wearing, and now the fuel strategy is setting up because what do? Do you pit early? Risk getting trapped by a caution? Pit late? Run out of fuel? What do you do? Personally, I think we're going to do whatever the 60 car does. I think that's the best situation. Just do what the 60 does and call it a day. Because he's clearly got the best car in show. He's way out front. He's got a pretty nice delta to work with, so he can open up the strategy book, so to speak. And even if he loses a little time, he's not gonna be penny pinching. Car's really loose to the S's there. All right, we need to make a move here. I can't cut that corner. I have to keep at least 2 tires, or 1 tire at least, above that white line. That would be probably the official ruling of that if they didn't put a rumble strip, that you have to have at least 1 tire above that line. Kenseth says, I'm playing early. He's going to come on down as our car is wicked loose. Holy moly, that was bad. Even Brandon Miller's running the dirt. He says, I have enough of this. I got to get around you, Yaley. You're holding us up. Edwards is clocking away. Kenseth's in. A slew of cars are in. We're getting close on fuel. We need to pit this time. I might have to jump ship and pit this time because if not, we're going to run out of gas. So I'm hoping Edwards will pit this time and we can run it out. Make it a 4-car gaggle. This is fun. All right, is Edwards going to pit? He's not, but I have to. I don't think we have enough gas to make it, man. I really do feel. Now the start-finish line zone is right here. Slam it down. Perfect. So we'll come in, get some fuel. We should gain a bunch of time because we were aggressive getting to the pit stripe there, which is something you should practice. If you've never raced on this track, run a practice lap and try to get on pit road as hard as you can so you know exactly where that timing and scoring loop is. It's like at Sonoma. In real life, the timing and scoring loop doesn't start until you pass like the apex of the, what do they call it, turn 11. That whole front, like, whatever entrance of pit road, that like 30% of it is not timing and scoring, so you can go full throttle if you can make the corner. It's pretty interesting. So, good pit stop, average, whatever we got to do. I didn't see the time, sorry. I get distracted. Let's hope it was a decent one. All right, we don't want to get trapped a lap down here. We're just going to hook and book around Shane Mill, kick some dust up, and hopefully we have a good finish to this Busch Series road course race. I want to say thank y'all so much for always watching the videos and everything. You folks are amazing. This channel would be nothing without y'all. All glory to God for this channel. And let's see how this one shakes out. So Yaley is pitted in front of Edwards, so he's going to take that lead over. Kenseth should have gained a bunch of time. I don't know where he was prior to the pit stop, but I do see a white car behind Shane Mill, so I assume he's 22nd running right now. Now it should be, I don't even know. Oh boy, Edwards is free, and Edwards still going to be the race leader, and this is the Delta, guys. This is for the race win. Don't get trapped by these jabronis. You do not block. 21, if you block me, I will make you a caution. You do not block me. I will make you a caution. Trying to get underneath them because I got to get by him quick. If we're going to win this race, I got to get by this 21 quick. Thank you. I appreciate it. See, he kind of held me up a little bit, right? A little bit, but he gave it back at the end. So I respect that. Edwards gained about nearly 2 seconds of delta from that. So that's either him just having a great pit stop, pitting with a cleaner pit road. Regardless, go cat go. We have enough petrol. Let's gas it. Let's push it. I mean, at worst, we're going to finish, what, like third? You know what I'm saying? Go for it. Let's see if we can run him down. This is good old-fashioned Busch racing at a road course. Just navigate the hooks of these tracks as sharp as you can. Don't want to cut that corner, but we want to get everything we can. Get 2 tires in the water, so to speak, and keep hooking and booking. This racetrack is so much fun. You know, usually I'm not a fan of fantasy tracks. A lot of times, especially the fantasy road course ones, but this one's believable. Like, obviously you wouldn't see an Armco barrier on the left. You would see a very, very sophisticated safer wall because it's literally on a hillside. If a car hits that, they go through it. Yeah, let's just say there's going to be a blue tarp on the top of a stock car. So there would be a massive improvement to safety around this facility. But the actual racetrack itself, I could honestly see it happening. I really could. It's a beautiful facility. And it's amazing. And I think they concocted this in, 2004? Maybe 2003? They might have had plans to put it in Thunder 04. Or, yeah, Thunder 04. But they said, yeah, let's wait. Because usually they plan games years in advance. Most of the time. So, just really cool. It's such a fun racetrack. It's fast. You know, it has a lot of elements of the back straightaway of Watkins Glen. It has like the reverse carousel of Watkins Glen, but it also has a little touch of kind of I wouldn't say Sonoma. I'm trying to think of another road course that really reminds me of. I mean, you could say like the elevation change of Sonoma. I think that'd be a good comparison because in Sonoma you're going uphill and then you're going downhill. So I would say that's probably the best way to compare it. You know, it has elements of Sonoma, the elevation changes, and then it has the speed portion of Watkins Glen. So we've cut the delta down back to 3 seconds, but is it going to be enough to catch Carl Edwards to win this race? And for Edwards, I mean, it's championship time. He's got to win this race because I think he's, 200 points out, give or take, from the championship lead. He only gains a lot of points if we have a bad day at the track. So if he wins this thing, which he's going to get the most laps led, he would probably only gain maybe 10, 15 points. So it's really not a massive gain, but, you know, you got to stack points one way or another. His tires are fading, though. Last year we had a very fun race with Bobby Labonte. That was a classic, trading the lead back and forth. But with 2 to go here, I think Edwards might have it, guys. I mean, I'm pushing this car as much as I can. You can see all the tire marks from us. I'm pushing this car. I have nothing to lose, man. I'm going all out for it. 2 seconds. If we can just get 1 second per lap, we can win this race. Come on, come on, come on. I mean, we're right there, bro. I can smell it. If you smell what the Rouseketeers are cooking. Come on, man. I'm slamming that gas pedal down. Lord, please let there be enough gas in this car. Because if we run out of gas, oh, that's going to be tragic. But I want to win this freaking Busch race, man. And you could just see how deep we're diving in the corner. I'm trying everything I can to just catch him just a little bit. And it's working. I mean, each time we go in that corner, we're actually gaining time on him. Just a fraction. 1 lap to go. How bad do you want it? Can you catch Carl Edwards here? Dang it, man. I don't think so. I mean, he's right there, too. Like, that's the sad part. He's literally right there. Good exit of the corner. Man, if we could just get a little bit of a draft. Oh, it's going to be so close, but not close enough. Dang it, man. We're going to have enough fuel. I'll try to outbrake him as hard as I can. Nope, not enough. Oh, so close, man. Edwards, you are a lucky cat. 2nd place. That was a great finish, too. Just a good old-fashioned Busch race. I outdrove that car as much as I could. I mean, we were 7.4 seconds away from 3rd place. I mean, that was fun. He led every single lap. You know how difficult it is to lead every single lap at a road course with all the different strategy and everything? Sometimes you just get beat. We got beat. It happens. So, Kenseth, another top 10 run. Let's look through the field. I'm curious if Denny Hamlin's in this race because he usually runs the road courses. And I don't see him there. Let's go back up. If he didn't run this race, that tells me that they actually chose a different lineup for this race. And that is true. For whatever reason, Denny Hamlin didn't run. I don't know. Did they let him go? Look at that. We had a great race to the end, and me and Edwards are celebrating in victory lane. You gotta love that, man. That was a fun one. The next episode is going to be at IRP. That'll be another one-off event. Wow. Edwards gained just a little bit on us at the end of that race. What a good finish. That was fun. That was fun. Thank you all so much for watching the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. This is Diecast Buffet, signing off.